There is a growing opposition amongst member countries in the African Union after Israel was admitted as an observer. Africa's biggest economies and most influential countries, Nigeria, Egypt, and South Africa, have strongly come out against Israel's admittance in the body, even as observers. Now, so far, 17 African countries have expressed their opposition to the move, including Namibia, Zimbabwe, Algeria, and Liberia. Joining us on the line to help us make sense of the issue is Dr. Maria Sakadumo. A very good evening, Doctor. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good evening. Thank you very much for having me.
Now, getting straight into it, what exactly is observer status and what are the benefits thereof?
Yeah, basically, we can define observer status as limited rights and privileges for states to attend and participate in the activities of an organization, in most instances without voting rights. So the benefit is that you are able to attend and participate, although not as a full member. That is the benefit.
Right. Now, moving now, or pivoting rather to the issue at hand, what exactly is Israel's strategic importance to Africa, and why grant observer status to Israel at all?
Yeah, basically, Israel have vested interest in this case, and I think it's more about geopolitical interests as well as economic interest. Now, Africa as a bloc has the number, especially in multilateral engagements, that any country will need to get the support. That is the geopolitical interest. Economic interest, Africa has an abundance of natural resources needed by the global market as well as by the states to develop. Therefore, basically, we are seeing the scramble for Africa continuing, including the youth dividend that Africa has. As a result of this, for Israel, the observer status to the African Union is important for geopolitical as well as economic reasons. And we need to understand international relation is not an arena for charity.
Right.
It is about advancing strategic interest, and that's how we must understand the behavior and actions of states.
Right. Now, Doctor, we understand that Namibia's foreign policy position of friends to all and enemy to none, how is this essentially affected by this decision, especially given that Namibia has for decades been vocal about Israeli occupation of Palestine?
Yeah, if such policy exists, then it creates a moral and ethical dilemma for the practitioners of Namibia's foreign policy. In other words, as you have correctly observed, Namibia all along has been supporting Palestine in the Palestine-Israeli conflict. We must remember these conflicts about occupation, illegal occupation, and the right for self-determination. And when you are saying that you have a policy that says it's a friend to all and an enemy to none, what do you say when a state, for example, violates international law and the values and principles that you stand for as a country? We must remember international relations is about the extension of the domestic policy. In the case of Namibia, in terms of our constitution, we advance principles of democracy, the rule of law, justice for all, and respect for fundamental human rights and freedoms. In terms of Article 96 of our constitution, we also expect Namibia, amongst other, to foster respect for international law and treaty obligations. So when you say you are a friend to all, then it means you are saying that what Israel is doing is good for you and what Palestine is doing is good for you. I think it creates an ethical and moral dilemma if such policy exists. It makes it very difficult for the practitioners of the foreign policy.
Right. Now, Doctor, we are running out of time, but just lastly or briefly, now the understanding that Algeria is now in the presence of railing other African states in a bid to build a coalition and change the constitution of the AU so that non-African countries may not hold any status. How do you essentially see this process playing out or unfolding?
Yeah, it will be difficult because of the dependency syndrome of Africa. So there are many African states that are actually having relations with Israel. But as a matter of principle and as a matter of values, I think those states that are standing up, whether they are a big number or few numbers, it is important to take that stand. I think it will be difficult, but it's important to take that stand.
Doctor, thank you very much for your insights.
Thank you.
Now, that was Dr. Marius Kudumo, a public policy analyst.